What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my special FanDuel Christmas Day edition of the contenders and my favorites, my top 5 plays for the day. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman so you can get updates to these sim results as we get closer to tomorrow's lock. Tomorrow, yes, it's 3:52 Eastern time on Christmas Eve. Just letting you know how early this is. Anyway, let me know in the comment section who your favorite 5 players are for this slate. We're about to dive in. Michael Porter, Jamal Murray, Dorian Finney-Smith, James Wiseman, and Eric Bledsoe round out the bottom of my top 10. Who will be the top 5 plays on FanDuel for Christmas Day? It's time to find out. Coming in at number 5, I'm going to Tyler HERRO. Small forward eligible, which is interesting. 5K, 28.5 fantasy point projection. You're looking for about 35 in a GPP. I think he gets there 19% of the time. Either way, he shows up in the optimal 37% of the time, giving him 32 minutes, 22% usage. 17 points, 5 boards. It's a nice looking line, and he gets a day with the Pelicans. I'm expecting a high-paced game. Total looks great, 114.25 for the Heat. This spot looks perfect, but being able to roster HERRO at the small forward spot, I believe is pretty valuable for this slate, and that is why we see him in the 5 spot. Next up, at number 4, with a comical price tag, that would be point guard Steph Curry. 8,700. I'm giving him a projection of 46 fantasy points. The goal is 53. I think he hits that about 22% of the time, but either way, Curry's getting into the optimal lineup 39% of the time, giving him 35 minutes. Monster usage rate, 32%. That's enough to give him 27, basically 7 and 5.5. Great spot. Now, Milwaukee, tough defensively, obviously, but I think this is a really, really nice spot for Curry in that the Bucks are not too upset giving up 3-point attempts. I don't think that's going to change this season. It's been the status quo for the past 2 or 3 years. I think it continues, and we know Steph Curry shoots them better than anybody on the planet. Curry's at 4, and that's mostly because 8,700 is just an incorrect price tag for Curry. He's going to be a mid-9s price tag guy before this season is over. At the very least, take advantage now when you get the chance. Steph Curry, number 4. We're staying in the same game, but switching to the opposite backcourt. Number 3, Jrue Holiday, point guard eligible, 7K, projected for just short of 39 fantasy points with a goal of 45. I think he hits that goal 25% of the time, and he's in the optimal lineup 42% of the time, 36 minutes, above average usage, and a perfectly normal 19, 6, and 5 stat line. If he gets cooking, the points can climb. If he's playing some lockdown D, look for the steals to rise. Either way, you want to get yourself some Jrue Holiday. Golden State's defense is not going to be good this year. This should be a very high-paced game. The total is massive, 121. For this spot for Milwaukee. That is massive. I love it. Jrue Holiday looking good. More cost efficient than Steph Curry at the same position, but I'd be perfectly happy combining both of those guys and grabbing them both. Staying in Milwaukee for the number 2 guy, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Power forward eligibility, 11,600. So you're paying a pretty healthy premium, but 62.2 fantasy point projection, a GPP goal of 68. He hits that about 27% of the time. But either way, if you're getting 60 from Giannis on Christmas, you're more than okay with it. 44% of the time he shows up in the optimal. Again, that's enough to put him in the 2 spot. Giving him 34 minutes. I think it's possible he could play more. I know Coach Bud's kind of crazy, but he can get to 35 or 36 here, 36 being his usage rate that I'm projecting. And I'm giving him a 32, 16, and 5 line. That is mind-blowing. That is so much fantasy point projection. It's insane. He's like a 1.6 plus fantasy point per minute guy. I see no reason that changes. I'm loading up at Giannis. I love him at power forward. But is it possible there's another power forward that's a better option? Before we find out, one last reminder, like button, subscribe to the channel, notification bell so you know when everything goes live, and follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman for these sim updates. I'll be on our Live Before Lock show tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Time with Greg Ehrenberg. We'll be breaking it all down. I'll be putting out my sim results just before that, so keep your eyes peeled. And finally, my number 1 contender, it's Kevin Durant. power forward eligible, and 8,500. He's just too cheap. Projected for 46 fantasy points, a goal of 52.5. The ceiling is massive. Hits his goal 26% of the time, and he just edges out Giannis 44% of the time he's in the optimal lineup. 34 minutes, close to 30% usage rate, close to 30 real points, 6 boards, 4.5 assists. You get a steal, you get a block. If you get anything additional to that, even better. They're worth 3 on FanDuel. Gotta love it. 115 total. Pace looks solid. You're obviously a little bit worried about Boston's defense, but I'm willing to take my chances that Kevin Durant can get it done offensively. And at 8,500, there's even some wiggle room for you because that price is not all that problematic. If you're looking for the #1 contender on FanDuel for Christmas Day, look no further than Kevin Durant. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my contenders for Christmas, my favorites, the top 5 plays of the day for December 25th. Like, subscribe, Twitter, you guys know the drill. Look around, there's a DraftKings version of this video around here somewhere. I'll be back with another video Monday morning for the NBA. We're only doing contenders Monday through Friday, but we'll have plenty of content to go around for you. Strategy shows on Saturday, live before lock. You're not going to miss anything. Even check out projections, ownership, etc. on the website. Go to Awesemo.com to join. I hope everybody has a happy holiday. Best of luck in the contests. See you guys again Monday morning.